World-renowned British street artist Banksy pulled off one of the greatest pranks in the history of the art world. Banksy, whose real identity is still unknown, is famous for his mischievous and often satirical outdoor graffiti. Just seconds after one of his most iconic works sold for close to $1.4 million at a London auction, the painting fell from the frame and started to self-destruct. Wow. Check this out. Yeah. Elizabeth Palmer is in London with how the notorious prankster pulled off this stunt. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning. You're looking at a Banksy on the side of a building here in central London. That one's called Shop Till You Drop, and it's clearly a poke at consumer culture. Banksy's made his reputation mocking the establishment, and he did it again this weekend in spectacular fashion at Sotheby's auction house.
Here's the auctioneer as bids come in for Banksy's famous Girl with Balloon. It sells for over $1 million. And then as the people in the room try to take in what's happening, the painting drops down through a shredder in the frame, and by the time it's taken away, much of it is in ribbons. Banksy himself posted this video, which includes footage of someone, presumably him, installing the shredder. Years ago, says the video, in case the piece was ever put up for auction.
Banksy's art is essentially two things. It's a graphic sort of poster propaganda art and a performance. Instead of being cut out of or painted over on a building side, it destroyed itself.
Banksy, who keeps his identity a secret, is famously irreverent.
Graffiti is a crime, so nation, call the police if you see this man.
He started out part of the counterculture, but his stenciled street art, laced with edgy humor, soon attracted attention and rich collectors.
These famous auction houses, all of a sudden they were selling street art and everything was going a bit crazy, and suddenly it all became about the money, but it never was about the money.
But in the art world, it is inevitably about money. And when you're as famous as Banksy, even acts of destruction make a profit.
This piece that has been shredded is so singular and different and newsworthy. The market is speculating that it's worth 50% more.
Of course, the art world is abuzz this morning with speculation that Sotheby's had to know about this, if only because the frame would have been so heavy. However, Sotheby's says absolutely not. They knew nothing. They say they were just Banksy'd. John?
Elizabeth Palmer in London. Thanks, Elizabeth.